All right, guys, it's a new show on TLC that I'm kind of excited about called Forbidden Love, and it deals with people from different religious backgrounds and how they fell in love and how they're trying to reconcile everything, fit everything together, their family's approval. All of this goes on with the new show on TLC, Forbidden Love, following real couples. And this is your sis, Irene, your girl, where we talk about faith, love, and trends. So let's get into some of these couples. One of the couples they didn't cover in this first episode, but let's do a quick overview of some of the couples. And one of them I think I may just do a mini episode on because it's just too much. It's just too much. All right, Lindsay and Elmer. Elmer is Amish. They met one day when he was, I guess him and his brother, they work with the roofing company through their family. And so that's how they met, working on this lady's roof. The age difference is kind of big to me. She's 34 and he's 23. It's not huge, but it's big enough. I mean, 23 is pretty young. You're still trying to figure life out. 34, you've been here a minute. You should be, I wouldn't say fully established, but you should be a little bit more commonsensical, I guess, at that age. And she's a woman as well, so she has the edge on him as far as age goes. But being Amish, there's so many different things that she had to show him. But before I say that, I mean, that's how they met with the roofing situation. And, he knew nothing about sex, about women or anything like that because of their background. And, she just invited him in one day and then told him to meet her in the bedroom. And that's how the whole relationship started. I don't think that's right. I mean, he's only 23. She's 34. He has no experience when it comes to relationships and sex. I feel like she seduced him. But we're going to talk more about them later. But I just want to kind of introduce the couples because I really want to talk more in depth about them. There's so many things that she has to show him. They don't have regular plumbing. They don't have electricity. There's a lot of things Amish people don't work with or deal with. He's just now learning to drive her truck. That may be his truck, I'm not sure. His family shunned him because he's married someone that's not Amish. So it's a lot to deal with. I think they got married about 6 months after they got together. They got married pretty quickly. And that's the scenario with Lindsay and Elmer. We have Eli and Lauren. She comes from the Catholic faith. He's an Orthodox Jew. They both bonded actually during AA. They were going through different challenges in their life. Lori lost her father. She was very much into her faith, but after losing her father at the age of 10, she questioned God. She really lost her faith and she really started drinking to kind of self-medicate. And Eli, he was just out there partying a lot, doing whatever he wanted to do, and he found himself becoming an alcoholic. So this is how they met at AA, fell in love. Now he's more dedicated to his faith than ever. He tells his family about her, and he's saying basically she has to convert or it's not going to work out with the family. So she's making that commitment to convert, but I think she's kind of twixt in between whether she wants to convert or not. I'm not sure if she's really following her Catholic faith deeply because she did kind of fall out of it after her dad's death. So I don't know if she's just in her religious spiritual life, if she's just kind of open, but it seems like she's really trying to convert to be with him and to be his wife. He's 32. I think she's 36. And she has to go through all these rigorous conversion classes. And he talks about, just being an Orthodox Jew, all of the different ritualistic things they have to do. I think he said 6 washes in the morning. Their morning routine is rigorous. There's a box that he wears on his head with the prayers on it as he prays. It's just something that's maybe a little bit different for the average person that may not be used to that in their religious life or their spiritual life. So this is what he has to do. This is what she'll have to do. Also, women have to do even more things, such as if she does get married, she will have to wear a wig at the wedding. And I think it has something to do with the woman's head being covered. So instead of her wearing a hijab, which they may do in the Muslim belief system, or some type of scarf where some people wear, um, she would have to wear a wig during her wedding, I guess, to have her head covered. They talk about, back in the Bible days, when a woman was going through her cycle, she had to separate from her husband. She was considered unclean. They still have those same beliefs within the Orthodox Jewish belief system. No jeans, which I thought was different. I was surprised it was just no jeans. Okay. And then she has to give all of her Catholic holidays that she celebrated with her family. She can't celebrate those holidays. She now has to have a new set of holidays to celebrate. Very interesting show, guys. Ashley, she's 31, and Muhammad, he's 30. They kind of met online and fell for each other there. She comes from a Christian town, Christian background. She doesn't talk deeply as if she was deeply into her faith, but Muhammad was very much deeply into his Muslim faith. So they met online. He's in New York, and she's in another small town. Sorry guys, I don't recall the town, but after they meet up for 2 weeks, within 2 weeks they get married. Well, they move in and then they get married the next day. And the next year they have a baby. Muhammad, came from his country to New York and is running a store with his brother, his twin brother. They don't get along. And one thing that kind of surprised me a little bit is Muhammad's like, hey, he's up for having 2 wives. If he had the money, he'd have 2 wives. If you've seen 90 Day Fiancé, you know the background around that show. Then for the most people of Muslim faith, and I'm not sure if it depends on the region, the background or whatnot, but there's a belief system for Muslim men that they can have more than one wife. So I don't know if she knows that information, but she may be a sister wife in some. I don't know if they call it that in that faith system or not, but who knows what her future will hold. But yeah, she doesn't get along with the brother. And her family doesn't like him. They don't like his belief system. They think it's oppressive toward women. He may be abusive. One time they called the police to check on her because she had not called them, I think, throughout the whole day. She called the police. They called the police, and the police I guess they made it look like she was being kidnapped, but she was living in her house with her husband in New York. And then one of her sisters called him a terrorist. So there's a lot of bad blood with her side of the family as well. So with that show, it's a lot of challenges going on. I don't know where the silver lining is going to be. I can't see right now any middle ground for any of the families, except for Lindsay and Elmer. He's totally shut from his family. Eli and Lauren, she has to convert, and she's unsure about that, or she won't be accepted by the family. And Muhammad and Ashley, both sides of their families just don't get along. They don't connect. So that's the main challenge, is family here in this show. The people appear to love each other. There's other challenges that, of course, will ensue, I'm sure, that will come up. Having to change your lifestyle, the way you dress, your spiritual background, and how you worship. All of those things are going to be challenges for these couples on this new show. So we're going to be talking about it, and we're probably going to be covering this as well as 90 Day the Other Way. And they still have the Happily Ever After tell-all. As I'm recording this, it hasn't started yet. But what I'll probably do with that is wait till that ends and just cover the whole, 5 episodes. So we won't do episode by episode because we're getting kind of busy here covering these faith, love, and trends. TLC's giving me a lot of work here, but this show I am pretty excited about. And I want to know your thoughts. Connect with me. Email me at cbiztv@yahoo.com. That's cbiztv@yahoo.com. Love to hear from you. Love to hear your thoughts, questions, comments. And we'll be talking to you next time right here on CBiz Media. All the best. God bless.